Welcome aboard Salvation Airlines. I'm sorry, ma'am, your baggage won't fit in the overhead compartment.
What? I'm a righteous medallion member, and this stuff is important.
Excuse me, I want to fly.
Welcome. If you leave that idol behind, there's plenty of room for you.
No problem.
Many of the people who converted to Christianity weren't ready to leave their old notions, laws, and customs behind. This made it difficult to welcome in new converts from different backgrounds. Without their stuff, what did it mean to be God's chosen people? After the Ascension and Day of Pentecost, all kinds of people are coming to believe in Jesus. But for the past 1,500 years, the Jews avoided other people for being ritually unclean. This is a touchy matter. Missionary work was quite a new concept, and Jesus' first followers were Jews who preached the gospel only to Jews. But what about that crazy idea that all the world was supposed to be blessed by the descendants of Abraham? Well, most sort of forgot about that, and missionary work got pretty complicated. So let's go over a few groups. Of course, the Jews are descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel who hadn't intermarried with outsiders, and were raised with all 613 laws of Moses and lots of other stuff called oral traditions. Everyone else, like everyone else, is a Gentile. Proselytes are Gentiles who took on all the Jewish laws and customs. And God-fearers are Gentiles who read the scriptures and defend the faith, but don't adopt the whole Jewish law. And suddenly now there are Christians? What to do with them? Did they have to become a proselytish Jew first and accept and live the whole Jewish law? Well, the new Jewish Christians, called Judaizers, certainly think so. They insist that Jewish traditions and laws must first be accepted by all Christian converts. God settles this by sending a vision to a Gentile centurion in Caesarea named Cornelius, a super good guy who gave to the poor and prayed regularly. One day, an angel comes to Cornelius and tells him that if he goes a day's journey into Joppa, he'd find the apostle Peter at Simon the tanner's house. So Cornelius sends some friends over there to greet Peter. Meanwhile, the Lord prepares Peter for his encounter with Gentiles with a vision of a forbidden picnic. He enters this vision while praying and sees a huge sheet knit at four corners. Within the sheet are animals that the Jewish law considers unclean. A voice commands Peter to kill and eat. Now, this is a horrific shock. I've never tasted anything unclean. God says, go for it. Eat it. The vision repeats 3 times, so Peter remembers it vividly. So, we're really going to end 1,500 years of this commandment, right? And the Lord's message is clear. It's my church, and I decide what is clean and unclean. And with that, the messengers get Peter to visit Cornelius, and he becomes the first Gentile convert to Christianity. A Gentile baptized without accepting all the Jewish laws and traditions. This is unheard of. Can't you just hear the problems brewing? But Peter got the message clear. The gospel is for everyone, regardless of background. Jesus fulfilled the law of Moses, and it's time to bless all of his children ready to accept his grace and his gospel. But of course, many wondered, has Peter lost his mind? What is the leader of our church doing? Now, persecution within the church is bad enough, but there's plenty of opposition from the outside, too. In fact, it's already trendy to hate on the believers, and influencers like King Herod thrive on it. The more he picks on Christians, the more the people seem to approve of him. So he tests the waters and cruelly executes the Apostle James, the brother of John. That gets him a lot of likes, so he seizes Peter, too. Chained up and asleep between 2 soldiers, Peter is suddenly poked awake by an angel.
Quick, get up.
The chains fall off Peter's wrists.
Wow, what an awesome dream.
Peter follows the angel out of prison, past guards, and through the city gates that open by themselves.
Huh? Oh, I'm really awake. I'm free.
He runs to his friends and bangs on their door to tell them the good news.
Shh! We're praying for Peter to be delivered from prison.
So, does this ever happen to us? We ask for blessings, and when they show up, we don't recognize them? Speaking of deliveries, those early disciples were expected to deliver the gospel to all of the world. But how? There was no missionary training center or handbook to work from, no one arranging travel, no phones or internet. Well, they just did the best they could. Check out the Living Scriptures video, The Ministry of Paul, for a great sneak peek at the amazing journeys of one of the mightiest missionaries ever. On Paul's first journey, he and his stalwart companion Barnabas go from miraculous success to the frying pan, to the fire, and back again. Like that time in Lystra, when a crippled man listens with great faith to their preaching, and Paul is able to heal him. When the crowd sees the miracle, they think the missionaries are gods come down in human form. The priest of Zeus even brings a bull to sacrifice in their honor. But the Jews who see this are furious at the success of the Christian missionaries and convince the crowd, who had just been about to worship them, to stone them instead. What? Oh, talk about fickle. But does that ever happen to us? Thrilled about the prophets one minute and annoyed the next? This is what can happen if we're loaded with baggage. Yes, being a missionary and convert was and is full of surprises as we all learn what to leave behind. But it's the adventure of a lifetime, and the destination is unbeatable.